We ain't been this bitch by a month.
Boy, listen. Hey, speaking of fucking hookah, after that party Saturday,
Somebody stole the hookah?
no nigga. How I explain this shit? It was a hookah sitting right fucking there, right?
Yeah, 2 of them.
Yeah, and there was a glass hookah at the fucking and at the bottom. I picked that shit up. I had to clean the shit around the table. I had to pick the shit up. When I pick it up, the glass at the bottom stayed. All the water fell out a bit, like literally, like it looked like the shit got cut, like a glass cutter, right? The whole bottom. I had never seen a shit like that in my life.
Did it still work?
No, that shit, the bottom is gone. I wish I could show you that shit, like nigga. Like imagine this right here, right?
And they cut the half off.
Cut this whole bottom piece off,
And then the
it
water
was
just
sitting
drop
here. So when I picked the shit up, the bottom still was sitting there. And all that shit fell out.
Hey, Steph needs his money back for his hookah, y'all, boy.
I need new floors.
Countertop.
I need new countertops. We still need to find out who had the baby. Who had the baby? It was a shit diaper. It was a shit diaper on the back of the fucking hood after the fucking party.
For that shit too.
Wipes on the fucking grass, all on the fucking lawn. Who changed the fucking baby?
And why you have your baby at the kickback? That's
Good.
ridiculous.
Who fell through the fucking closet door and your dirty head mark still on that bitch? No, both of the I don't see one door fall off the hinge. But both doors, boy, you almost died.
Somebody throwing that ass back and had the door fall.
Hey.
That nigga try to brace himself up. He
No, bring the police to my shit. I thought white people around here, you know, they can't
I'm gonna
be
say this
cooning.
for the record. You invited us.
I ain't
Ain't
invite,
nobody just pull up.
nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
That whole party, I invited about 25% of people.
25%. But you know the Charleston Model. If you invite one, they invite two. And if they invite two, they invite three.
They better be very inviting to this ass whooping next time that shit ever happen. And then boy be like, hey, so-and-so told me to come. So-and-so don't pay no fucking
bills.
rent. They don't
The
pay
mortgage.
no fucking mortgage. They don't pay shit. They don't tell you what the fuck to come through it. And that's the problem is I know too much people. So everybody thought it was cool to invite people that somebody already fucking knew. So I can't be like, well, all these random people. They not
You
random.
know somebody.
Yeah, I know these niggas. Like, it's all like,
But they ain't get the invite.
yeah, no invite. Like, god damn, no, not in personal. People be putting the table like taking that shit personal when I don't invite them. They don't understand. I got a group message with 15 niggas in it. I can't invite a whole bunch of
Everybody.
extra niggas.
Right, like that's already enough.
Besides the group chat, the only person that always make the cut is
Me.
you, Trizzy, Raymond, and Guala. And Guala was short most of the time. So besides y'all four, my group message left
And
niggas.
I
I can't invite them.
I don't bring nobody. I be dolo most of the time.
And then most of these niggas
Or I
always,
pull up LJ and he already, you know.
and LJ is in the group message.
chat,
Well,
yeah,
so
so
look, niggas act like they can't go dolo nowhere no more. Like they need like armed security or some shit.
But why you think that is, though? Matter of fact, before we get into that, let's go ahead. You know, it's the BMQ podcast season 2. Steph, how you feel, boy? We 10 episodes in. This the 11th episode, brand new season,
I ain't happy enough.
brand new logo.
I ain't happy. We got the logo. We starting to catch stride. We got good guests. We doing this and that. But this party Saturday, nigga, this boy tapped my house quick. I don't know how I feel about that shit.
And rule number 1: stop inviting black people to your house.
Niggas, I go get me some white friends and cut y'all niggas off. But
Quay gonna make the cut for them boy too. I'm cool everywhere.
yeah, man, the BMP Quad Podcast, your boy Super Jack 843.
Boss man Quay in this bitch, you know how we rocking.
You gonna go ahead and take a shot before we start this shit?
Shot more life.
More life, nigga. More life. Well, speaking of more life, there's a lot of less life going on. There's too many fucking mass shootings, my nigga.
But why you think that is though?
There's too many fucking reasons. We gotta think about the 2 ones that happened recently. The Buffalo shit. You seen the video of that shit?
Yeah, I seen the Texas shit too.
He had to show like Twitch or some shit.
He stopped recording, loaded his guns,
Yeah,
and then pulled up.
That nigga pulled out the door, shot the first lady in the fucking head. And somebody he wasn't really meant to shoot. He was trying to kill black people. But I guess the first person that came out was a white woman. Shot her in the fucking head. And then he started running around the store like a fucking video game and just popping motherfuckers.
But I feel like this all goes back to giving people guns too early. You know what I'm saying? You can't give somebody a gun at 15 and their mental state ain't even developed yet. That's like when you give
How old was that nigga who shot?
I think he was like 21 something. 21, 22.
But at the same time, guns, I don't know about the gun part. But like assault rifles,
give him
a type of guns is bothering me. What the fuck we need war guns for? We regular motherfuckers, man. Get your Glock and sit your ass down somewhere.
But see, you got to think about it. All right, most people around these, especially our age, we just gonna keep it transparent and keep it 100. Don't nobody walking around with a gun less than 30 bullets in it. So at that point, you walking around with a mini assault rifle. So if you playing defense, most of the time you gonna go get something bigger, shoot faster, a lot more accurate. And most of the time, what is that? AR.
We ain't really worried about the defensive part. We talk about these niggas using the defensive gun.
But what I'm saying is that's why they sell these weapons. So these people can get their hands on it. That's why I said it's about the age that you're giving these people the guns, because you gotta let somebody's mental state develop. Like shit, like me being real, I shouldn't have had some of the guns that I had at 1921, but I had them.
But at the same time, you always could have got it. How did you get it?
I went and bought them.
From the store?
From the store. You can go buy these. At 18, you can buy a semi-automatic rifle.
Oh yeah, like that and fucking shotguns and
shotguns.
The big, you can get the big dog fucking guns, but you can't get a pistol until you turn a certain age.
But a pistol is more concealable, so it's even more dangerous because somebody can see you hop out with a.
I thought it was 16. You can get like a shotgun and a rifle and shit. Then
no, 18 you can get a semi-automatic rifle. 21 you can get a handgun.
I don't know, man. They need to just get.
But I think that's smarter though, because by 21, bro, most people have made a lot of life decisions by 21 as far as like what type of person they gonna be in society.
But you know what? Like I said, I feel like it's the type of gun that gives them kind of power. Cause like you said, if somebody come and try to rob your shit, they got like a little pistol or something like that. You can go get the big dog. You won't win.
Oh, I'm putting on that chopper.
But look what the guns that they're using to do these fucking mass killings. They got big dog fucking guns. When Brian and Buffalo, when Brian Buffalo was killing all the people in the grocery store,
right?
The security, one of the off-duty police officers had a fucking handgun and shot the nigga. But he had that shit bounced right the fuck off. But he had like a little
vest on,
shit, whatever, and then he popped them with the big dog.
Cause that's what I'm saying. Technically he played defense against the police.
If it was a pistol fight, would have been the story. Yeah, I'm saying. So we gotta get rid of these big dogs out the fucking streets.
But then we also have to think what these weapons are really used for. Is I see like
the military.
But no, real shit though. You can have a 308, right? A 308 is a big caliber, but 308 is used for big game hunting. So that means you're hunting rhinoceros, elephants, things shit that you ain't gonna never see in your day to day.
But they hunting niggas out here.
But you gotta realize that that's a personal objective. That means you woke up today and said, okay, I'm about to go find such and such and such. I'm about to go do this. Like you can't tell me I can't understand this shit for the life of me. If you're 18 and you're being bullied at high school, why the fuck did you go shoot up the elementary school?
Oh yeah, the little school.
What, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these kids don't even see you, let alone care.
Did they say that he got bullied?
Yeah, that's what he said.
He got bullied?
Yeah, so he took the fact that he was bullied and poor and went to go shoot up elementary school. But like, take it out on the people that you have a problem with, which is these high school.
He shot
by all means, I'm not saying go shoot up in the high school.
He shot his grandmama too now. I don't think his grandmama died.
He see now. Like, that just lets you know that he did something wrong with him. Cause how you gonna kill your granny and go kill kids, but you ain't killing niggas that was on age with you?
So question, you say he's senile and shit, right?
Right.
That's like a mental
defect.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So question, when somebody has like a mental break and does something out of the norm, like a fucking mass
should they forgive him?
Are they a bad person or are they mentally ill?
Okay.
Since we in the era of
being mentally aware.
Like people always try to like coddle all these motherfuckers for little shit.
I can't speak for
somebody have a big mental break, and do some crazy shit like that. Now it's like, oh nah, man, fuck him. He need to go to hell. I need to kill him. Da da da. What if the nigga he not wired like everybody else? He different.
That's why I said I feel like it's just one of them things to where it's like, all right, you might have had a mental breakdown. And you might have flashed out and did something bad, but you still got to deal with them consequences.
What's the thing about a mental?
It's just like when you go to the bar, you spend too much money off your debit card. You don't run out. You got a $500 tab. You really meant to go to the bar and spend $150, but you got drunk and you forgot.
Shit. But you say like a mental breakdown. Most people have like mental breakdown, like emotional breakdown. But to bust out into a mass killing, that's something different. Everybody had mental breakdowns.
That's why I feel like they still have to deal with the consequences because you knew you were building up to this. Mm-hmm. Like you was off your rockers the year before that, probably a couple months before that. I'm just saying,
you don't know that something wrong with you.
Yeah, I mean, but you do. Any individual knows when they're off.
No, man.
Oh yes, I promise.
That's the whole point of being off. Because they knew they were off, they wouldn't do that.
But off, when you're off, listen. But when you off, you already know. Like, damn, I don't have as much friends as a normal person.
No,
I don't have. But I'm just speaking for me.
The mass killer told his friend some shit. Like he texted me. So he had friends. He talked to his friend before he did the shit. Like another nigga that was at Coastal or whatever, for he wanted to kill his family.
But think about it. Why he was
calling? He was texting other homeboy.
But guess what? His homeboy that he was talking to with the mass shooting should have stepped in and been like, "Hey, bud, you ain't right. Like, hey, you need."
He didn't tell him that he was going to kill everybody. So he said some kind of weird little thing type shit.
And weird shit. If I call you and tell you stuff, hey man, it's been great working with you, and woo. But I think it's over for me. You gonna call me and be like, bro, what is wrong with you, bro? Like, you alright?
Try to.
Yeah, but if I don't answer,
by that time you don't shout your grandma and went to the school and shot the kids.
And in that case, if you felt like I was moving that fast, you should have contacted the authorities. See, this is shit with people, right? And I feel like that's our fault as well because we have these things in place. You ever heard of a wellness check? A wellness check is put in place for. Say somebody calls you or you can't get there physically or you don't feel safe enough to go there, or you call the police station to ask for a wellness check and they go check on them people for you. They're trained to check on them people.
But you know what?
So you supposed to follow the protocol.
You said why earlier. Why would somebody do that shit? Alright. So let's talk about some shit. Alright. I'm not saying that I believe in this shit.
I don't.
But it was a little question that came up. I was thinking about this shit. Our days are numbered, and there's supposed to be one person that knows when it is and how it's gonna go.
Right.
Okay. So a bunch of innocent children in the school having a regular fucking day. Some teenager decided to shoot his grandmama, go to the school, and kill the children. Was that God's will or what? Since we all believe in a God, and you gotta be kind of, and would God let something like that happen?
This is a very sensitive topic. So what I will say is,
right, I was gonna try to tell you. I'm gonna tell you, I had a fucked up little question.
I can't say that.
Do you think that's God's will for those kids? Or do you think it's a message, or do you think what, or do that make you question your belief in Him?
So for me, I feel like everything that happens was supposed to happen. So whether that was God putting that in place to, you know what I'm saying? You never know. This might be God challenging their faith.
Explain that.
So sometimes you're put in predicaments when your faith is challenged. Mm-hmm. So it's like, all right, for instance, I'll speak on the time of my life. So like, all right, boom. I'm working at Walmart. I'm making good money. You know what I'm saying? I quit my job. Mm-hmm. Not only did I quit my job at the wrong time, COVID comes as soon as I quit my job, which means niggas can't go what?
Get that check.
Can't go to work. Now I'm at home. I don't have no money in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? All I got is enough for bills. You know what I'm saying? Woo, woo, woo. At this point in my life, I have to make a decision whether I'm going to sit here and trust God to make sure everything works out, or do I turn into, you know what I'm saying? I hate to say this, the typical guy.
Typical nigga.
Yeah, typical nigga. I really was gonna say that, but I don't put the stigma on it. But you know what I'm saying? Turn into a typical nigga. So I feel like that was a point in time God challenged my faith, as in, okay, how long you gonna sit here and believe in me? Still give me the praise, still be woo, knowing that you don't have these things, knowing that you don't know a way to go get these things. Not only is disease, you can't do shit. You really just gotta sit here and wait till a miracle happens.
Yeah, and that's
why I feel like it's vice versa with them parents. Like, all right, you know what I'm saying? That man went and killed all them kids. Now these parents have to deal with a different type of grief. Now they have to ask themselves a question of, okay, is my faith that strong? You know what I'm saying? This gonna be forever a thing. Even if they have different kids, now they're gonna have to trust God even more to be like, damn, can I send my kids to school?
So the kids is like the
sacrificial lamb. Yeah. I mean, I hate to say it like that, but
so
you know
pretty much in the broad aspect, you do believe that was God's will.
Yes.
Okay. That was the question.
That's like asking God why we went to war. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I can't even say it's His will per se, because sometimes people take it upon themselves
to make decisions.
Right? But you know what I'm saying? It's just one of them things we can't know until we go.
So if he's supposed to be the person that
the devil make decisions too. Now let's not act like, you know what I'm saying.
I'm not a religious motherfucker. I heard somebody say something. Even the devil got to get permission from God to do something. Cause he's still a fallen angel. That's what I heard. I'm not religious. That's just something I heard. So that's why
you asked the pastor.
Yeah, like it's kind of.
You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of. But at the same time,
I know what I know, and I believe what I believe in. But shit, like, I can't say that.
I feel like I'm more of a spiritual person. I believe in God, believe in karma. I feel like God, please.
Man, everybody says explain to me what is spiritual. Cause see, when people say spiritual, I feel that's a cop out to saying I don't believe in anything for sure. But until I believe in something for sure, I'm gonna tell you I'm spiritual.
Yeah, you wanna know what? You in a way you are 100% right. I don't believe in the religion all the time. I don't believe in you have to do this and have to do that, because even like the most religious person or whatever, they don't even live by none of that shit. They be like, well, I just ask God for forgiveness. Man, shut the fuck up. I don't hear that shit.
But see, that's what you're supposed to do.
But
because that you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so
he died for our sins, which means he made leeway for me to commit these sins.
So a buddy who killed all them kids is actual forgiveness. He good?
No. Once again, you could be. Your mama ever told you, "Yeah, I forgive you," but still whoop your ass? That's just how that goes.
Well, shit, there ain't no point of asking for forgiveness at that point, right?
It is. You're morally sound. So it's just like if you cheat on your girl, I mean, you tell her the truth and she still leave your ass. You did that for your conscience and your conscience only. You did that because you're a good person. You did that because deep down inside, well, you wanted to make sure that you were right with you. Mm-hmm. So that's the whole point of that. So
now thinking, you talking about you, yourself, and I. So I'm talking about me as a person. So if somebody just doing that to make themselves feel good, where does God come into play?
So this is what I'm saying. You say you ask God for forgiveness, so He is the superior over me. I feel as though for my life. So therefore, the person that I feel is who's superior to me and He runs my life, I'm going to ask Him for forgiveness, so that tomorrow when I wake up, if He decides not to give me breath, I'm not gonna be burnt the fuck up. I'm not gonna be sitting my ass in hell. Hot the fuck up, because I don't even like the heat.
But you definitely going to hell regardless of what forgiveness you.
I don't know that. Well, I don't know that. He might feel as though, all right, you know what I'm saying.
And that's another thing that plays into what I'm saying. There's too much ifs, ands, buts, coulds. With religion.
No, but that goes to you just being a systematic person. See, people always want to know everything, but that's just not how the world works. You don't know everything. You're never going to know everything.
Of course.
And that's the point of gaining the knowledge and keeping...
It's like faith.
Yeah.
That's just all it is. To me, it's all faith. And some people might just have more faith in that book. They might have more faith in what it is. Me, personally, unless I'm not religious, That mean I have somewhat religious beliefs because I was raised a certain way. You only know what you taught as a child. I know God is a being, and then I know there's certain things like no matter how bad something get, if I keep doing what I'm supposed to do, somehow, some way, it works out. But if I do bad things.
All right, so let me put it like this, right?
Let me finish though. That's what I'm talking about with the not being 100% or it's a cop out.
Right.
So in my mind, I believe that there's a higher being that made this shit happen. And karma and all that shit, when I say karma is just God will. Like, God's going to test you and God's going to give you consequences for what you did.
Right.
Type shit. So that's kind of what I believe. The religious or going to church or doing this, repenting, do that. I feel like I just have my own personal relationship with God. Like, I go to bed, I can't sleep without praying.
And that's what every relationship is supposed to be. Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be a personal relationship between you and the nigga. So it's not like, you know what I'm saying? People put a stigma that, okay, you're supposed to have this type of relationship. No. It says come to God how you are, be who you are, but still have your personal relationship. There's people who don't go to church every day, but they pray. Yeah, they pray, they keep their, you know what I'm saying, they keep their spirit clean, they keep their house clean, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's kind of his own.
And then the same people that judge me is the motherfuckers who in that church every
the Bible thumpers that go to hell. Right,
and
you know what I'm saying?
And that's why it's hard for me to fall in line.
But you're supposed to only work on your own soul salvation.
That's what I do.
That's the whole point of them coming up with that scripture. You deal with you.
Yeah.
Because if we worry about other motherfuckers, nothing to get done. That's something you taught me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and so that's why with the religious shit, that's how we like with the killings and shit like that. Do that make you question your faith, or make you do what? And me personally, it don't make me question
I ain't
my
even
faith,
there.
regardless how fucked up it is.
My kid ain't there.
But it's still a question. There's some people now that might not be like us. Like, some people might think about this shit like, why would God?
I feel like, but that's if you let your empathy for that situation take a hold of you. So that's why. And
it might be different for like you said,
like the people who in
your shit. It wouldn't bother you.
Yeah,
but them parents,
that shit fuck with. That's why I say it's a challenge to their faith. For me, my faith ain't swayed because I ain't got no kids. You know what I'm saying?
And let's be 100% honest, bro. It's hard to sympathize with people all the way. When people are hurt and shit like that,
cause you ain't hurt.
Like me, I'm not like if somebody know close, like they parent died, or their best friend died, whatever. You're not gonna hear much from me because first of all, if something like that happened to me, leave me alone. Let me do what I got to do. Don't keep hitting me up about the same shit over and over again.
On my damn
so like, even though somebody might look at me like, damn, Steph might not have been there for me, but like, I'm operating up how I would have
been.
Boom, boom. Like, ain't nothing I can say that can fix the situation type shit.
Right.
So that shit crazy, but yeah, right.
So, all right, getting out of school shootings because you know it take us to a deep dark place.
It's pivot, yeah. But check this out. The Congress had a fucking UFO meeting. They had a fucking UFO fucking meeting.
Nigga, we knew aliens was real, nigga.
Alright, but check this out. So, like, do you think they just like way better than us and they just looking at us and shit like that? And like, look at these little simple motherfuckers. Or is they like other planets like us?
We doing the same thing we do with other countries. Politicking, conversing, keeping it on the low, figuring out another fucking plan. Because one thing about the United States, you damn right. You think they not?
You want to know why I don't believe that shit?
Why?
Because nigga like Donald Trump, if he was in talks with shit like that, once he got out of presidency, he was going to say something.
Yeah, okay. Let me ask you about any nigga who said anything about the government that they wasn't supposed to say. Are they here to tell that story?
Man, you think fucking Donald Trump give a
No, let me ask you a question. Are they here to tell that story?
We don't fucking
right, and that's the point. You would have never known.
Look, first of all,
his ass would never been here.
You can't make Donald Trump disappear, bro. You can't. You can't. We not just go. He just not gonna vanish. It's not gonna happen.
Nigga, we was in slavery for 400 years, and for some odd reason, today we act like that shit never happened.
No, we act like that all the time.
We act like it happened, but the government. Put that shit in the history book and close that chapter.
Fuck the government. We know Donald Trump not just gonna disappear.
What the fuck, nigga? Do we know them aliens?
We don't know. No. But if Donald Trump is the president,
do we have the fucking equipment to go talk to these aliens? No. The only people who got this shit is the white people.
The area. But that's besides the point. I'm saying a nigga like Donald Trump, if he become the president, he with Congress, he'd have these meetings, so that means he would know about this UFO shit.
He's sworn.
We got a UFO defense team.
The government is a mob, my boy. Like you don't talk their business unless you were told to speak on that. It's confidential, beyond confidential files that resurface 30, 50, 60 years out. Nigga, they've been doing about UFOs. They had an army base for UFOs in Nevada. That mystery.
You ever had some like UFO kind of like extraterrestrial like activity shit happening in your life?
No, I don't believe in that shit.
You don't believe in that shit? My nigga Kenley's the always talk about he's seen the UFO or some shit.
Cause I feel like niggas who see a UFO, he just been doing shrooms. So
nah, we wasn't doing shrooms.
I'm just saying, like for me, that's the type of nigga I am. And sometimes, if you want to believe in something so much, you would see it.
But it's just like everybody kind of be like, so you really think they just made one Earth with us? And we the only niggas living on here, and we the only universe.
We the only niggas living on this Earth.
So it's just like.
So it might, bruh.
They what we would be calling aliens.
Outer space go millions and millions of light years out. So we don't know what the fuck past the millions and millions of light years.
From what they tell us.
Right, but what I'm saying
ain't never been that far.
When them niggas get too far, something mysteriously happen with their ship.
You think something gonna pop up?
Yeah, they disappear or they don't make it back from the mission. Something always happens when they get too far. Because guess what? The unknown is the state of what? The unknown.
I wonder if them other universes, the white girls got the fat asses and niggas and the black girls ain't got shit.
And the other planets?
In the other universes.
In the other universes, I feel like the other universes run 10 times smoother than what we do.
I don't know. I wouldn't believe that shit. I feel like it'd be chaos anyway. Anytime you got like a life full of everybody with different opinions and different agendas, it's gonna
but we were born with different. Like this is the place where everybody was put into their head to be who you want to be. It's some places like Russia, Germany. These motherfuckers know not to get online. But North Korea,
the other universes,
China, they can't even have that many kids, and then you better have this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the other universes. I'm gonna talk about that shit. The other universes, them boy might actually have people that's like still enslaved, like how we was enslaved. It might be, and you don't know what's over there. But
for their country, for their universe, that shit might work.
But you know what? I kind of do almost like what China got going on, like destruction of families.
They only have that much kids. You gotta have a boy.
One thing about me, I feel like why black people and why we keep fucking losing is because we keep on having these unplanned, reckless, unready parents. They have these females and men who are not ready. They don't have their shit together to have children.
I'm never going to agree with you on this.
I am.
And let me tell you why I'm not going to agree with you. My mom's a single parent. My daddy, Pops, I love you, bro. No offense to you at all. Mm-hmm. Sorry. My daddy was a piece of shit. Mm-hmm. My mama, she was 18 with me. And I ain't trying to be funny. I might not have the fucking glamour and glitz lifestyle. But she raised one spectacular Negro. It's some niggas in 2-parent households who suck ass. And everything was planned. And they still fuck everything up. And their parents fuck everything up. And they end up divorce. I keep telling everybody this. Planning step by step and really going step by step in a relationship does nothing but fucking...
But...
It automates our relationship, automates the kids, it automates everything. So one time you have a system glitch, your whole family fucks up. They will never be able to get themselves back on track because they have been perfect for so long that once they have that hiccup, don't nobody know how to handle it. The parents don't know how, the kid don't know how because them motherfuckers don't know how. Then the kids start being bad. Next thing you know, the parents getting divorced. then this happened, then now Johnny's a crackhead now, and it just always is.
And I respect your opinion. You wanna know why? Cause like I always, when I be talking to people and shit like that, ain't nothing ever 100%. There's always something different. But we have a majority. A majority of people who have children who are not financially ready, mature enough to have the children, or structured enough, or have whatever for the children, they usually put the children in bad position. Not saying that they're likely to fail all the time, but, well, not saying they're going to fail every time, but a lot of times you're setting them up to fail. Like a lot of people who I know, like I had 2-parent household, structured, so by the time I was like 12 years old, I knew about credit.
It sucks to me because it comes off as an excuse. So this is why I say this. Yeah. It's just like black people saying that black people, man, we've been made to fail. We've been set up for this. And I feel like bullshit. Because no matter what, you know what I'm saying? It's black people that I know all over the place that step their foot in the world.
There's not an excuse, but let's put this shit in perspective. Okay, if I'm set up to win and you're set up to fail, likely I'm going to beat you. Because if we playing basketball, right, and I tie my hand behind my back, one arm behind my back, you got 2 arms, I can still beat you. But it's going to be a little harder. You know why? Because I'm set up to fail. And that's my point on that shit.
But that's a perspective thing. So however you look at what your life is however you treat it. So what I'm saying is, listen to what I'm saying. If you came up in hard times, what hard times is to a normal person might be a walk in the park for you. So a nigga saying that he don't got Kellogg's in his refrigerator, man, my house empty. But I know me, if I walk in there and I got bologna cheese and a piece of bread, oh nigga, you hungry and I'm good.
Yeah, bro.
And not only that, I'm happy.
Yeah, and I've been in that situation personally. I've been to it. I had the household where I have to worry about shit. And I have been out on my own, to the point where I had to worry about everything. I have fallen on my ass and I start off the week, my work week with $20. But my bills is over $1,000, $100. And I had to figure this shit out. A lot of people do crash. A lot of people fuck up. People go home and try to set up. I didn't. But there more than likely is a lot of people who would fold and just go back and go scream for help. I didn't do it. I handled it by myself. So I'm just saying. But likely, most people will go reach out for fucking help. So I'm just saying, likely wise, when it comes to having children before you're ready to have them, they're not going to just be meant to fail.
All right, bro, let's bring it back to what you said earlier. God's will. Mm-hmm. When you get knocked up, it's God's will.
We get locked up as God's will?
When you get knocked up, like a female get pregnant, like that's the will, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You shot, bro. Come on now, it's been plenty of times. You shoot up the club.
I know, bro. Listen,
you shoot up the club and nothing happens.
Nigga, if you get pregnant before you're ready, there's some shit that happened. You know what happened? You been horny as hell. You wasn't protecting your fucking self. You didn't have no birth control. You didn't.
Nigga, it was no birth controls in biblical times. It was none of this.
I'm talking about now.
Even if we talking about now, all that shit is an extra. That shit is for people. If you, in my opinion, that shit is for people.
It's being horny and irresponsible, Quinn.
That's how you look at it.
That's what it is.
That's how you look at it. That's what I'm saying. Like, we got different perspectives on that. I feel like when you get anybody pregnant, whether that's a bitch that you fuck one time or bitch you fuck 60 times, that one time that your seed simultaneously injected into her egg and that shit did what it did, that means that you were meant.
I feel like God give us our own mind to probably make a decision, like you said earlier. Like, I'm about to be 28 soon. I could have got a lot of motherfuckers pregnant. I made a conscious decision not to. You want to know why?
Why?
Because I don't want to set my kid up in a bad situation. I'm trying to make sure.
All right, now put that shit back to what you said. You protected your what?
Protected my what?
You protected yourself, right?
Not protecting the child.
No. When you put that condom on, you protected yourself.
I don't want no STDs and no shit like that.
Yeah, but I'm saying you put yourself in that predicament so you would not have to put your child in a fuck up predicament.
That's what I'm saying.
But some people, in my state of mind, I might not be 100% ready, right? But I'm the type of nigga that when the situation arises, I always rise to the occasion.
Yeah.
So you telling me, you know what I'm saying? You saying that you gotta, you know what I'm saying? People should have planned pregnancy. Planned pregnancies never go right. Because you planned it. You can't plan a child. You don't know what that child needs for success because you ain't even met that motherfucker.
That's right. That's true. That's true. Because
how you planning for something you ain't meet?
But I'm just saying, like, I want to say, well, in my situation, okay, I definitely wasn't playing. I was a fucking accident. I was supposed to happen. My mom always say that shit. Nigga, you wasn't no accident. You was
look at this.
You was in an accident. You was some little shit, some little
surprise,
shit, some little whatever. Boom. But think about it. My parents were 25 years old, so they kind of went through the other shit. My pops was completely independent, been doing this shit on his own forever. Nigga was 100% ready to be a super dad. The dad he is today was the dad he was before I was even born. He was ready for this shit. So when he decided to go ahead and bust at her, he was 100% ready for everything that was going on.
And this is why I say instead of you saying having planned pregnancies, you need to say people need to
have their shit together.
Have a better communication process. See, two people who come in the mindset that they can make something work, no matter if you were already ready or no matter if you wasn't ready, y'all can still figure that out. Two people who were never on the same page. All right, now you set your child for failure because
it wasn't. My mom and my pops wasn't on the same page because she didn't want me. She didn't want to get pregnant.
And what I'm saying is, she talked to your daddy longer, and your daddy said what?
That nigga, she wasn't about to have no abortion, and that nigga was ready to step up to the plate.
So guess what? They came and communicated the fact that what? We ain't got no choice but to have this.
He didn't nut by that.
But it was still, she didn't want to wait.
I'm on the way.
Because she not had an abortion. She could have had an abortion, right?
She could have, but she didn't.
She did.
You wanna know why?
Because why?
She was already a manager at where the fuck business she was at.
Ahead, keep going.
She was financially stable.
Right.
He been had this shit together.
Keep going.
All this shit together. They were ready, bro. I'm saying stop having kids if you not ready for them shit.
But who are we to tell somebody they not ready?
I'm the fucking responsible smart nigga telling you stupid as hell. We doing all the dumb shit.
Where are the qualification stuff that say, hey, you cannot have a baby in this state or in the United States of America until you're ready?
And I'm saying that there should be placed.
I'm telling you, it's not. So we can.
It's not. But I'm saying that's why I fuck with China, no boy. They got a structure and it makes everybody set up to be successful. You might not fall onto success, but they're trying to set you up.
Repeat this is some shit we learned in fucking psychology class. Who can tell you what intelligence is? Who can tell you what success is? No, can't nobody tell you that. So a lot of people base success off money, but that don't always mean that. You can't tell
not
nobody.
Always.
But what I'm saying is,
that's
really what you're basing it on. That's really what you're basing it on.
I'm basing it on the majority. You're basing it on the 10-20% that.
But that's what I speak for because that's what I'm a part of. So I can't speak for the shit. I'm not the majority.
And I agree with you. So in your way, you gonna always be right in your way.
And you will always be right too. I'm not saying you're not right.
I'm be right majority.
I'm saying like we can't sit here and be like, nigga, hey, y'all shouldn't have no kids unless you ready. Because sometimes people have kids and they not ready, and that be the thing that save their life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you ever see a crackhead? I've seen it multiple times. They get pregnant, and then the next thing you know, they done rehabilitated themselves. They done did everything they need to do to take care of this kid to get themselves together. You know what I'm saying? That shit made them a better person. Set their kid up for success. You don't know what that child could be a blessing or a curse. Yeah. It's all about how you, as a person, and you as the parents look at it. So changing a subject, I gotta ask this question.
Go ahead.
Would you? Oh damn! I'm gonna see that shit. Let me see. Oh.
Find it fast. I gotta piss.
You said what?
Find it fast. And I gotta piss.
All right. Would you give up what you love for who you love?
Would I give up what I love for who I love?
Quay, I'm gonna just say yeah, cause out the strip, that's just the type of dude I am.
Would I give up for what I love for?
But you have to have a good reason for giving up what I love.
Would give up what I love. So first you gotta think. Okay, For instance, what do you love in life? What do you love?
I love podcasting. I love partying. I love
that. I love that
working.
You say that shit because people act like it's a sin to want to turn up.
Man, fuck them.
Yeah,
like, I mean, okay. You know what I'm saying. You can be a fucking square all your life. Exactly. You know what I'm saying. I got all the knowledge I got from partying. I met all the connects I met from partying. Yeah. Anything that you know what I'm saying that I acquired that's been worth a fuck.
All because you partying in the street. You're not successful. Like, bro, I was the nigga who was partying throughout high school, all the way up through my early 20s to mid 20s, and motherfucker was looking at me and judging me all kind of fucking way.
People judge because they can't have the fun that you have.
I end up being way more successful than these motherfuckers who was judging me.
And I've been in the club.
And then they got old as fuck. And then when I started calming down with the turn,
now they won't come outside.
They want to hit me up like, let's turn up.
Hey, what's the move?
Go to hell. I don't have the energy for that shit. I can't do it. My joints hurt.
Because it's one of them things to where it's like,
them.
You know.
But let's get back on topic. So podcasting,
partying. I'm a frequent marijuana user, so
smoking.
You know I like to smoke weed.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love to just be me.
Okay, so all right, that's that right there.
This real shit.
Partying and shit.
Little
you're
work.
Not gonna get money. You're not gonna get rid of it 100%, but you're gonna give up with it a little bit because of the person that you love and shit.
Right.
But understand the fact that you a man and I'm a man. I wish we had a female on this podcast right now. But to be honest, niggas, we naturally give up what the fuck we want and what we fucking love and like for a woman.
Need and what we really love, and usually that's a woman. So, but I feel like, do you feel like women gonna do the same thing? I don't feel like women do. I can't say that because they do.
That's why I wish I knew a woman. They make a different kind of sacrifice. Our sacrifice is for the woman to be whatever. Women. They sacrifice.
I said we sacrifice emotionally and physically, and women sacrifice mainly.
I feel like women just sacrifice for the children.
That's it.
They don't sacrifice for us.
That's it. Okay. I got to say it because that's how I feel too. Like,
they don't sacrifice for us because it's called happy wife, happy life. Nobody ever said happy husband, happy life. As a man, we're in a relationship. No matter what, we have the responsibility to take care. We are the fucking father figure. Nigga, that's what we are. We are the extended father. We are here to take care of the woman.
Sometimes too, bro, I feel like it could be split in the middle because men are not allowed to talk about their sacrifices, which means people really don't know what we're sacrificing. But women are more entitled to talk about their sacrifices, which makes their sacrifices seem bigger or seem like they do it more just because they're able to vocalize that.
They kind of do that more with like children. We don't talk about that in relationships.
Yeah, they do.
We do both though. As a father, like who in the home or taking care of the child, that we sacrifice for the kid and the wife. Women, they usually sacrifice for the child.
Because at the end of the day, as a man, they feel as though what should they have to sacrifice for us to be okay? Because at the end of the day, we are a man, so we should have our shit fully together.
And they think their pussy is the prize.
I mean, in most situations, it is. Let's be real.
But she getting fucked too, right?
Yeah, but she don't. I'm gonna say it like this. I feel like women don't value sex like men value sex.
I feel like women.
Because like you said too, no. We gonna bust it down. Like you said, niggas act off scarcity. A female can get dick from anywhere. She can get satisfied anywhere. Like you said, and back what you said, most men can't go out here and just be like, yo, what's up, come here. Can't do that. So therefore, it goes back to what you said. Like,
so that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Quay. That don't change what I said. All because they can go and pick a who easily, they still picking.
But it does. Listen, what I'm saying. Because they don't have to make it.
They're not sacrificing.
That's an unneeded sacrifice. Because if I can get sex from anywhere, including your black ass that I live with, what the fuck? Why do I have to sacrifice that? Men, we can't go step out of our relationship. We can't go do none of that. We can't do no woo. It's hard for us to find sex. So in that thing, it's like, okay, we got to keep her happy. We got to sacrifice more because what she's providing for us, we can't go find that in another female. The trust that you have in her, you ain't gonna go find another female. That love that you find in her, that comfort that you find in her, you can't just go buy that and go get that.
I feel you, but let's be realistic. The person that you marry, shit, 9 times out of 10, she might not have had the best. Might not have the best sex of your life with the person.
She not first of all, the person that you marry. Oh man, it's about to bite my ass. The person that you marry is the person that you felt most comfortable spending your life with.
That is, you make me feel as comfortable as my mama.
People say that the person you marry is the person that, oh my God, like I want to spend every waking moment with them. That is a fucking lie.
You got, if you gonna be with me, you gotta be able to be in the same house and not be around me for an extended amount of the time.
And that is the shit. I mean, me being real, I just realizing that in my own relationship, like
be comfortable. My pops, he stay in the garage. My mama, she upstairs.
But I'm starting to realize that time apart is more needed than time together.
Exactly. They got to. First of all, give me some time to miss you, homegirl. That's my thing. I don't like too much. Give me some time to miss you.
So what do you think is the biggest thing that makes relationships go sour? And I'll tell you what mine is. I think people forget in relationships to be individuals. And the minute that you forget to be individuals is the minute that you take your relationship and throw it on the ground and stump it out. Because you got to realize what brought y'all together and what made y'all like each other. And that was the fact that both of you were individuals. You were individuals that took time aside for one another to make this work.
But at the same time, I feel like that time aside, like we was apart. And then now I'm missing you. Now I want to see you all the time. But it's a different factor once we get together and we always here. So that space is now important. Because that space makes it feel like before when you just wanted to be around that person all the time. And I feel like that's the thing that killed a relationship. Now that we are here and we locked in, now I got to get to know real you. Now I got to beat you all the time. Now that thrill and that butterfly, that shit go, and we get comfortable and complacent.
So whose job is it realistically in a relationship to keep the spice? I feel like it boils down.
We the man. We make the sacrifices. We got to do all the extra shit. We got to do a lot of stuff to keep them happy. Happy wife, happy life. Not saying it as in, because first thing, women will agree with you, but you got to present shit to women a certain way. So I'm not trying to say that whatever you're doing is not working, because you make our life easier and happier too.
Flattery.
But there's a thing that y'all will never understand, like a man being a fucking man. The natural sacrifices, natural holding your tongue, the natural just making sure you good. Even though I might not be good with that shit, as long as you good, that brings me a little bit of peace
and joy.
And as a man, all as long as I got a little bit of peace, I can keep motherfucking moving. A woman, once the but inconvenience, everything's going to hell. And then once they go to hell, your life go to hell. Everything's going to fucking hell. So at the end of the day, niggas, will I give up what I love for my girl? Yeah, because my love for her will end up being bigger than my love for the other shit, naturally. Not a conscious decision, saying, nah, whatever, it just happens fucking naturally. Like when I was going out a lot, turned up whatever they were doing, super jack, turned person, boom. When I got that girl, I was in the fucking house. And I wasn't,
you know what? I feel like, and this is some fucked up shit to say, but I feel like how much a nigga go out, what a nigga do in his free time, all depends on the current status of your relationship.
Are you happy?
Because if you mad, a nigga's outside.
Yeah, when you happy, you stay inside. You ready.
When a nigga happy, he in the house.
But you know what? I think every nigga go through that phase where they end up sitting inside the house with that girl for a minute because you like her so much. Then the comfortability come in. Then you start to, damn, I want to go outside. I don't see plenty of my niggas do that shit. They go on and settle down, woo woo. Then she know they calls me, Steph, I gotta go do something, because they don't did it too much. Like, I don't miss you so much no more. I don't feel like I gotta be with you so much right now.
But I do feel like sometimes you have to step out of what you see every day in order to come back and correctly deal with what you have going. Wrapping up the episode, we're just gonna go ahead and say, because me and Steph got busy a lot, so we got We come sit down for an hour, talk to y'all boy, give y'all keep the flavor, keep the shit with y'all. But wrapping up, school shootings ain't fucking cool. Keep that shit to yourself. In the words of Steph, aliens are still alive and they still are floating around this bitch.
What you gonna do? You gonna question your faith or not? What you gonna do with it?
Are you spiritual or do you believe in a higher power?
Or is it a fucking excuse to say that you're not religious?
Or
that's a good one.
Should you be able to have kids whenever you want to, or should it be a fucking stipulation on that shit? A lot of questions. Comment below what you think.
And niggas, will you give up what you love for your woman?
Because women, we ain't gonna ask y'all because we know y'all not.
Yeah, y'all ain't shit.
Yeah.
Women deserve less. But y'all,
I can't
go ahead, comment below. We out here.
Like, subscribe, man.
Subscribe to shit, nigga.
Season motherfucking 2.
Yes, sir. BMQ Podcast, Super Jack, 843, Boss Man Quick.
Got my boy Cam on the motherfucking cameras, bro. We look nice.
Hey, we look kind of nice now.
Hey, we bougie on this now, bro.
Hey, season 2.
We bougie, bro. Hey, y'all ain't got nothing on us. We shitting on the industry, man.
Hey, y'all, boy, we out, man.
Once again, it's the BMQ Podcast, Boss Man Quick.
Yeah.
Super Jack.
I'm about to eat this oxtails.
Shout out to the oxtails, man. But we out.